Okay, thought just occurred to me because I'm watching this farmer that I follow on YouTube talk about how he's having the worst grow season. Super tough, losing all his crops to rabbits and da 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 da. And I think about it and I go, oh, so in the comments, somebody goes, I just bought me a 22 pellet, super silent. Neighbors don't even hear it. These rabbits come back, it's a rat. And the farmer who posted the video say, you already know. How you know I went and got one too? And I'm like, now, look, let me just show y'all what it is. I just picked these. Come on now. Grown from seed. Blessings too, because I didn't even put them in the ground. Out of my compost. It was scraps. It was scrap food. Came up on 2 watermelons, $13, saved. And sweet. Nutritional. I could taste the richness of it and everything. Now check this out. I was like, please don't let nothing come and eat these. Please don't let the rot, please don't let the sun, please don't let none of that. I'm staring out the window every day, just peeking through the blinds, just, can I get them? And sure enough, I got them. But now check this. If something had come and picked them, I had already made peace with that because I didn't put them in the ground. Like I said, I threw compost around my apple trees and they started growing next to the apple trees. I got some growing next to the peach trees right now. I didn't ask for them. They just showed up. I was like, if I get these, it's a blessing. Now, yeah. We farm for like, necessity and, we put all the work. If we don't eat them, we don't survive. We as farmers and gardeners we've got to start factoring in karma to our grows. We got to start factoring it in. I stopped cutting the grass and the weeds and all the little imperfections that I would typically go around with the weed whacker and trim, you feel me? Because I thought, now I want these watermelons to grow. I want to grow. Why am I going around telling stuff you're not supposed to grow? You're not supposed to go. You're not supposed to grow. For what? Like, I don't even know how to finish that thought anymore. Like, why? So that I can walk around in the grass and not get little pricklies on my feet? I see the cats walking around in the grass just fine. I see the dingoes, the coyotes, the gators walking in the grass just fine. I'm not even in the grass half the day. I'm inside because I can't survive out there. You feel me? I need AC. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, I got the AC running. I do need AC. It's hot. So why are we so certain that we deserve above other forms of life? Why are we so certain? I'm gonna go buy a 22 because these rabbits they don't have the means to feed themselves. They're not there yet. And mind you, good on them, because you know what they're doing? They're looking around and they're saying, this plant seems edible enough and it replenishes itself. I'm gonna just nibble on a couple leaves here, poop out whatever seeds come out. Sorry, pause for some of y'all if y'all don't like that. And I'm gonna populate more fruit and seeds and nuts. Are we even doing that as humans? Where does half of our waste go? Into these little sewer underground canal systems. Even worse, if you got a septic tank, you just store it up. So you call some old farty McFart man to come suck it up with his truck and then ship it to God knows where. Like, we don't even have systems to recycle it back into the ground. And most of us can't, because even though, and this was such a hard pill to swallow for me, I know a cat out here who be growing in Orlando. And he's talking about growing, stuff in his home and da-da-da-da-da. And then all of a sudden, I see a reel from him on YouTube. And he's at the most famous burger joint in Orlando talking about I'm going to try the best burger in Orlando. And I'm like, bro, you out here growing your own food? Then you turn around and gonna eat some soul harvested, traumatized. You don't know how that cow died, but you know it did not die a thankful death. It died a underpaid, stressed out hillbilly worker who living out in Bakersfield, California, where they slaughter them by the thousands per day. You eating one of those? You eating one of those talking about some, it's okay. Because that's what he said. He's like, it's okay. I've had better trauma. I've had better trauma sandwiches. It's just weird to me. It's just weird to me. It's weird to me, man. It's weird to me. And yeah, I know some people are thinking, oh, your grass getting tall, all this and that. But it's like, y'all ever see these? Look, have you seen the Avatar? Not the Avatar, which also have you seen that? But have you seen Avatar, the blue people one? Actually, I put it on both of them. In the blue people Avatar, they have that tree, Iwa. It's tall as heck. Everybody connects to it, and they're connected to everything. Do we even have a single tree like that on our planet? But did you know that trees used to grow like that on our planet? How is any tree gonna grow like that on our planet if we cut them down? How is any tree ever gonna connect us back to that if we cut them down? And it starts with the grass, bruh, because they're not cutting the grass in that world. They're looking at everything as what it is. They're looking at everything as what it is. And they try to vibe with it, not against it, right? That's why everybody doesn't root for the man who show up in their planes and helicopters and stuff, who knocking everything down. That's why nobody roots for them. Why? Because we're looking at these blue people flying on dragons and being 7, 8 feet tall, and we're thinking, damn, if only we could be like them. Oh, if only we could be like them. Well, we could be like them, Brody. If you stop chopping everything down, we could be like them. If you stop cutting everything up, we could be like them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. It's a micro decision. It is a micro decision. We can have the Iwa tree tomorrow if we make the micro decision today to say that little plant shrub that's beating against your window that you think, oh, it just irks me the way that somebody should come trim that branch. If you decide, you know what? I'm gonna turn this house into a tree house. Or you know what? I'm gonna replant that. I'm gonna repot it somewhere because I don't think it's getting too much sunlight there anyway. I think it wants to grow into that direction because the sun keeps going over that side of the house and it keeps knocking up against this concrete brick. I done stuck in the middle of its environment. It's a micro decision. Here's where I think it goes. Yeah, your toes and your skin and your nails and your hair ain't conditioned to weather the outside today. But if we learn slowly but surely, and some of us might, y'all heard about this stuff happening in Germany, right? With the heat waves and everybody dropping like flies. Some of them didn't. Some of them was prepared. Some of their hearts was able to take the heat. Some of them were able to take the heat. You wanna know why? Because they stopped looking at the sun as being some omnipotent demon that's trying to destroy their lives, and they started looking at it as the source of their energy and decided, you know what? If I wanna be anything, I wanna grow with that. I don't wanna look at this big thing and say, can you turn it down a little bit? Some of us are trying to be less here. Can you turn your awesomeness down a little bit? Some of us are trying to not be awesome. It's just plain whack to me. It's just plain weird to me. It's just plain stupid to me. It's stupid to me. For real, it's stupid to me. It's stupid to me. Everybody want the fresh taste in this fruit, but nobody going out and like creating that in their environment. We talk about how, oh, I just want a little acai. I want to go to Jamba Juice. We should be able to walk down every street and just trip over mangoes. We should be throwing mangoes at each other like how the kids in the Arctic throw snowballs at each other. You know what I'm saying? The kids in Alaska do whatever they do. I don't know. We should be throwing fruits at each other. And we can, but we're not because capitalism, social media. Y'all just not with that. Now, this is my first home. I've only been in it a couple years. 2 years. Not even 2 years, not even full 2 years. I ate 2 watermelons from the garden in that time. The apple tree, somebody gonna get blessed by that. The guavas, also delicious. The peaches I've had in it, also delicious. Those were potted. So, were they from the land? I put the land dirt in those pots, so yeah. And I water them, so yeah. Mind you, it froze over. And I think these same cats who are on the internet talking about killing rabbits, talking about how hard a season they got and what cow meat tastes better than what, they were also saying how rough the frozen was. But it wasn't for me. You wanna know why? Because I thought deeply about how I was gonna plant those trees. And I decided to container them because I knew it was gonna get cold. Now I lucked out, but I was watching out for the plants. And when I tell you those plants was in there, and plants are girls, right? You know what I mean? Like they got the fruits and the flowers. So I'm really looking at them like they're my ladies, you know, like not on some harem type shit, but like they're my daughters, you know? I mean, if they're just women that I'm taking care of. I'm like, y'all, it's cold outside, you know, y'all good? I kept checking on them. I watered them inside best I could, you know, but I mean, they didn't have to because it was already hungered up, wrapped blankets around them. I thought about them like, there's a soul. There's a soul in this tree. I'm gonna take care of this soul while it's here because I want this soul to fuel my soul, to feed my soul. And I did that. It's a 12-minute video now. I don't know what else to talk about. I don't know what else. What edits do you want? What graphics do you want flashing the screens? Half the time I don't even think about captioning this stuff because it's like if you really didn't understand what I said, play it back. I'll say it clearly, but I'm saying it as clearly as I can. Stop living against and go with. Stop pushing you and start pulling everything. Pull your weight. Don't cut the weight off something else so that yo weak ass could fit in. Pull up. I'm done.